everyone, Bunny here. This is a rather embarrassing story that I'm gonna tell you guys. And yes, it's crazy. I did get locked out of the flat because of a spider, aka flat apartment. And yes, it's a true story. I did tell the story on Twitch recently and I was thinking maybe I should make a video about it because it's kind of funny. Well, for other people, not for me, but over a year and a half ago I think, I was cleaning my apartment, aka flat. I always say that, but yeah. I was cleaning and I stumbled on a tiny little spider. I saw it in between my floor screen, aka floor divider, and my living room area, and I was trying to clean that area and then I saw it. It was like, it was a tiny one. The thing is about me, I am terrified of spiders. It doesn't matter how big and how small it is. Of course the bigger the worse, but I can't deal with that. If ever I would stumble on a spider, I would always call my friend so he can get rid of it for me. But unfortunately for me, during the time I'd moved to another place, which was a bit further out, so it was no point of calling. And then I started thinking maybe I should call my neighbor, and I didn't know my neighbor or the other neighbors. And then I was like, nope, not gonna do that. That's embarrassing. I need to be a strong, independent woman. So whenever I see a spider, I stop staring at that spider for like 10 minutes, and I'll go, okay, don't you dare moving. Don't you dare moving, I'm seeing you. And then in my head I'm thinking, what the hell, what is the plan and what am I supposed to do? Then I started thinking, oh, I should just get the vacuum cleaner. I ran to the bedroom, got my vacuum cleaner and ran back, and then I plugged it in and I tried to get that bastard, and of course it started running away and I was like, no, don't you dare run away from me. Started grabbing that stupid ass spider and I got it. Finally. And then I was thinking, should I leave it in the vacuum cleaner or should I get rid of it from the vacuum cleaner? And then I started thinking, what if it divides? What if it's a mummy? What if it has like 100 stupid eggs in its stomach? I don't know. What if? So then I started panicking and then I was like, okay, no worries. We can get rid of the spider. It's in the vacuum cleaner. If we do this now, the eggs are not going to hatch. Obviously, I doubt that it was having eggs, but you know, I always overreact. It's okay to overreact because then you can think a step ahead instead of thinking a step behind, if that makes sense. So anyways, moving on. So I went outside my flat and then I didn't have my shoes on, nor did I have my keys on me, nor did I have my phone on me. I just went outside and closed the door behind me. The thing is about my apartment is that there's a security lock that you can put on when you go out and you don't have to lock with the key. So I thought the safety thing was off. But boy, I was wrong. So I went out, I got rid of the spider, and then I tried to get inside again and the door was locked. Yeah, at first I was like, okay, what's wrong with the door? I started thinking something wrong with the door and then I was like, oh crap, the security lock is on. I started panicking at first and I was like, okay, it's alright, just breathe woman, we can do this, you're an independent, strong woman without no shoes on, nor my phone. So I was basically stuck. I didn't know what to do. The leasing office was closed, so I couldn't go there and ask for a key because they have a spare key. And I didn't have a spare key on me. Stupid enough, I should have given one to my friend in situations like that, you know, when you get locked out of your apartment because of a spider. So I had to find a neighbor. A lot of neighbors were not around. I was knocking on a lot of doors. I didn't know any of my neighbors. I said hi a couple of times, but that was pretty much it. And then I found a new neighbor who recently apparently moved in. So I was like, do you know like the number to like a locksmith or something? And he's like, oh, I have no idea, I just recently moved in. And I was like, damn it. He's kind enough to come out and help me because he had a phone on him. So he followed me to the front door of the main entrance, and that's like, you got like a number, you know, the names, who lives in the apartment and stuff like that. So we were thinking maybe there's a locksmith number there, and yes, there was a locksmith number there. We tried to call, but nobody picked up. Funny thing about that place that I used to live at, there was a restaurant right behind it, like, because it was like in the middle of the city basically. So while I was standing there in the main entrance without those shoes on me, I was trying to call the locksmith with the neighbor's phone that I don't even know of, interrupting his dinner. I was like so embarrassed and I didn't know what to do. Somebody from the other building came down and he was asking me what's up, what's going on, because he noticed that I was panicking and everything, and I said I need to get the locksmith. Do you have any idea how to get him or her? And then said, oh sure, this is the number, and because he apparently got locked out too once. I called the locksmith and he picked up and he said, I'll be down in 20 minutes, just wait. And I said, okay, awesome. So I was just waiting there with the neighbor, so he was kind enough to stay and talk to me, which was very nice. because it was going to call at the same number as well. The locksmith finally came after 20 minutes. He came in and he opened the door with a really interesting method. I was like, holy shit, you can break into anyone's home while doing that. Literally, he was using a hook somehow, like inside. He didn't have any keys or anything. He just used like a metallic thing that goes inside my door, and he just opened it from the outside. I was like, holy crap, that's like, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. You can literally break into anyone's home. It's insane. He did that, and I had to pay $80 for that service. Yeah. Not that I only get locked outside my flat without any shoes on, and I had to disturb my neighbours, and walking around close to a restaurant without no shoes on, I had to also pay for the service as well for a tiny little stupid ass spider, like literally this big. And it's funny, like I want to say when I think about it, but it wasn't funny at the moment. It was embarrassing. So yeah, that's the story of how I got locked out of my own flat due to a spider. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode or story, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Yeah, Bunny is out. Bye! Is making snow slushy. I've never tried this before. I want to see if it tastes good or if it's actually something that you can... Well, excuse me, princess.